Hello everyone. You may have noticed that all of the content on my channel has been blacked out. Now, I don't like to do this, I don't like to get serious, this is supposed to be a fun place, but I feel like I have to right now. Like other websites and other producers and other people on YouTube, I have decided to black out and privatize everything on my little corner of the internet, my little channel today, the 18th of January 2012, in protest of the United States' proposed legislation, SOPA and PIPA, the Stop Online Piracy Act and Protect IP Acts. Now, SOPA has been shelved, so I will be focusing primarily on the Protect IP Act. Shelved and defeated are very different, and SOPA could come back in part or in whole sometime in the future, but because it's no longer like a current pressing issue, but PIPA is still on the floor in the Senate, I'm going to be focusing specifically on the Protect IP Act. A lot has been said about SOPA since these two bills were proposed, but kind of in contrast, talk of PIPA has been kind of silent. But remember, this does not mean that PIPA is any less of a threat to the way the internet works than SOPA is or was. You might be asking why. Like, SOPA was the big bad guy, but PIPA would allow any, quote, qualifying plaintiff, which is, in the word of the law, quote, a holder of intellectual property who is harmed by the activity of a foreign infringing site, to bring legal action through the U.S. Attorney General's office against any website which the plaintiff claims is infringing upon their copyright. PIPA specifically targets any domain classified in the bill as, quote, non-domestic. The definition of the term non-domestic, however, is nebulous at best, demonstrating a distinct lack of knowledge on the part of the author of the bill as to the function and way the internet works. According to the bill, a so-called non-domestic website is any website hosted at a non-United States domain, such as .com, .org, or .us. The fault here is, while many websites previously threatened by SOPA may be safe under PIPA, websites such as youtube.com, reddit.com, or imgur.com, the fact remains that defining a domain by .com or .org ending as a United States domestic domain is not exactly accurate. Because of this wording, it allows for domains leading to a .com but not ending in .com, such as reddit or youtu.be, or other link shortening surfaces such as bit.ly or dft.ba, to fall under the umbrella of PIPA's provisions. But what legal action can this, quote, qualifying plaintiff actually take under PIPA? Well, by bringing legal action against any domain, the plaintiff can have this domain blacklisted from search results in the US, as well as DNS searches and any ad revenue searches such as Google AdSense. Now, there was a lot of legalese and a lot of very difficult to understand legislative talk around these bills, so forgive me if there are any inaccuracies in the way I'm describing this, but after reading a couple dozen explanations of the bill as well as both bills, this is as good of an understanding as I can glean from the situation. So say, for example, you saw a video that I uploaded a couple days ago that I titled Star Wars Sithing Alive. Now say somehow you actually liked this video, you could perhaps share it on Reddit. And on Reddit, someone who is related to LucasArts, Electronic Arts, BioWare, or the Bee Gees, which is the band that performed Staying Alive, or any of the other copyright holders involved in either the song Staying Alive or the video from Star Wars The Old Republic. This copyright holder could then bring legal action against YouTube, not just blocking that video from search results, but all search results for YouTube, because of the fact that YouTube was the website hosting this copyrighted material. That means if you share it on Reddit and they bring legal action against YouTube because of this copyrighted material, all links to YouTube from Reddit are censored. Similarly, if I should post a screenshot from that game, Star Wars The Old Republic, to Reddit from imgur.com, those same copyright holders could bring that same action against Imgur, blocking all results from this domain. I certainly hope you can see what this would do. New upstart channels on YouTube could be just wiped out by the big, powerful companies and their lawyers because maybe they're an independent company that doesn't have enough money to hire a lawyer. Or maybe you're just trying to, make some videos for the internet because it's fun. Say you make a video about why you think paladins are overpowered in World of Warcraft. Well, Blizzard could come in, Activision could come in and say, that video is infringing on our copyright, and your whole channel is gone from Google, from Reddit, from any sort of link shortening website. You are gone. Now, this doesn't just threaten small channels either. Bigger channels would also be in danger, which is why many large YouTube channels are blacking themselves out today. For example, if someone from Activision would see, say, Total Biscuit's WTF is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and he decides that use of this game in this video was violating their copyright. Now, this is also very likely because he didn't have a positive opinion on that game, and they might not want people to see this negative opinion. So they could abuse this and say, that's our game, that's our copyright, we're bringing action against you. If that action passes through the Attorney General, Total Biscuit's channel is blacklisted. All of his ad revenue is gone. His channel and everything related to it would be banned from accessing PayPal, as well as any link shortening services, any search engines. This is a serious threat to anyone who makes any sort of content using anything that has copyright on it. I feel I should mention that, due to the nebulous definition of a, quote, non-domestic domain, access to these websites would certainly be possible after they are censored by the United States government. There are plenty of tools and services out there on the internet to circumvent these sort of national firewalls, used primarily by people in countries where these sort of massive censorship blocks are implemented. Can you guess where a large number of these tools originated? I certainly hope you guessed the United States State Department, because you're right. United States State Department has, in the past, funded development of tools used by activists to circumvent blocks put on the internet by so-called oppressive regimes. These are the same sort of blocks that the United States is now hoping to impose on its own internet community. So you might be asking, what can I do about this threat? Please, if you have any sort of YouTube channel, or if you run your own website, or have any sort of platform to communicate with other people online, please let people know about this legislation. I'm not asking you to shut down your website or blackout or anything of the sort, because I recognize that a lot of people make their living through maybe their YouTube channel, or if they run a private business through their website. I'm not asking you to give up your revenue, but we need to get word out against this bill. And I know that I have a small platform, but even the smallest platform, I spoke to a representative of my district earlier today, and he told me that even the smallest platform, even if one person calls, that could make a difference in the attitude of the office of that representative. And that's what I'm hoping to do. I have called my representative, I have called my congressman, I have called my speaker in the House, and I have mailed both of these offices multiple times. And that is what I'm asking you to do. Please, you don't have to be some sort of huge activist, just let your voice be heard. Let your representative know that this SOPA, this PIPA, is going to ruin what we've built here on the internet. We're going to go from this wonderful free society of, being able to say what you want, talk about what you want, produce what you want, and just have a good time and enjoy yourself, to always having to look over your shoulder for this ban hammer that's going to be roving across the internet, smashing anyone who has any sort of nebulous connection to any sort of copyright. My videos will be back online tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to keep going in the future, and we'll all be able to keep doing what we love here on the internet. I'll see everyone tomorrow.